Weer?
Live. Ja, ons is live. Excellent, excellent. Kom maar kyk hierso. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Live.
Okay, waar kan ek die comments aan die goed sien nou?
Ek kan dit sien hierso aan my kant op my TikTok. Kan ek dit sien, kan ek die comments sien. Ek dink hoe jy dit kan sien is jy gaan dit kan sien op jou livestream. Kan jy dit kan sien?
Sweet, ek gaan dit sommer kyk hier op my phone. Kan ek die comments lees? Alright, awesome.
Awesome. That's great stuff. Gaan ons hierdie kontak in Engels skel?
Yes, 100% we can do that. Awesome.
Okay, great stuff. Just waiting for people to join.
Yeah, well, yes, welcome everyone. Hope you all had a
Welcome.
nice festive season. So eager to start a new year for 2024. I think it's going to be another good year for us and also for our clients. So yeah, can't wait to share some of our ideas with you guys for the new year, and there's quite big things in the pipeline that we are busy working on. So yeah, just waiting for quite a few of our other people that's going to join, and then yeah, we'll get started.
We're excited to get this started.
Awesome. Okay.
There we go. Can you hear us nice and clear? Is my voice nice and clear, Cal?
Yeah, I can hear you nice and clear. I hope the people can hear you nice and clear. Maybe just look for a comment. Awesome.
Okay, there we go. Sorted, man. Got 6 viewers, all clear. Great stuff. Thanks, Nathan.
Awesome. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, appreciate it, gents.
We're going to spill some beans today. We've got some really exciting stuff to talk about. If you guys can, grab a pen and paper. We're going to spill some beans. We're going to show you how we execute trades. We're going to talk about our mentorship, our trading course. We are going to talk about our client results over this past year. So yeah, just waiting for a few more people to join.
Yeah,
please
then
guys,
we'll get
click
started.
that share button. Share to your friends. This is going to be very informative.
Yeah, this is going to be truly informative for everybody, whether you are looking or trading with robots. We are going to show our robot results, and also we are going to show you guys how we execute these trades on a weekly basis with our members on our Telegram channel and our Discord channel. And this is really the idea here is that there should be a real eye-opener for you guys on how the markets actually deliver price. And once you understand the pricing sequences of the market, it's like you unveil the curtains to what's actually happening behind the scene and how time plays a role in all of these markets. So not only do you have to look at price action itself and the inefficiencies, but you also have to take time into account, and that's the reason why we have kill zones and stuff like that, and we'll get into that in just a few minutes. So yeah. Also,
thanks Dave for the roses. I don't know how this works, but yeah, this is our first live, guys. Sorry for interrupting you, girl. But yeah, this is our first live, so just bear with us. We hope you all can see Calvin's screen nice and clear. Sharing his screen there, so yeah, we'll just be running through some of the trades. And it's going to be extremely informative. We do trade Forex on a professional level, and yeah, we hope you guys find this very informative.
Okay, so we might as well just give a brief explanation on who we are. And okay, so I'm Calvin. Nico is my partner. We are the owners of CNFX. I myself have been trading for the past 8 years. I've worked with a few big companies abroad like Samuel & Co in the UK. We have also worked with many prop firms in the industry such as My Forex Funds, FTMO, 5%ers, Top Step, and all those companies. So we we kind of have a really good idea how this thing works, and we have quite a few years of experience in this markets. And the reality of it is that it is a long-term game, but you can still make really good income, and you can build your portfolio at the end of the day, in a really short amount of time. And when I'm referring to a short amount of time, in a couple of years, like 2 years, 3 years, you can take a couple of 100,000 rand and turn it into a couple million. And that's the reality of it. And there's no other investment that can give you these results. And yeah, it's important to know how to do it, and that you need education on a professional level. And yeah, it's also something that we're going to touch on today, is um, the traps in the markets and the scammers out there. I mean, there's a lot of scammers out there um, that promise you insane results, turn 10,000 rand into a million rand in 3 weeks, and that's just crazy if you think about it like that. But yeah, so today is really going to be interesting. It's basically the paradigm shift to where we it's the paradigm shift to where we basically get people to understand the markets for what it really is, and get them away from patterns and guesswork into logic and delivery, and to why the markets does what it does. And we're going to share a few trades that we took earlier this week. Like Thursday we shorted pound US dollar, euro US dollar. Yesterday I shorted gold right here on the screen, so we'll get into that as well. And yeah, so it has taken a couple of years to acquire all this knowledge, and many of these things is available on the internet for free for everybody to go and look at. Our mentor was obviously one of our mentors. Was I had multiple mentors over the years, but I adapted this ICT SMC concept. So ICT is my mentor. He's pretty much every smart money concepts trader's mentor. But the thing is, it's really difficult to understand his material, as there's such a vast amount of material on the internet. If you go onto YouTube, there's a couple thousand hours of watch time, like literally videos. There's hundreds of videos that you can watch. It's all there, and it is free, and it is concepts that works. But it's also important to understand how to put all of that together, and that's basically what our mentorship does. For the people that really have an interest in this. If you do it on your own, it might take you a couple of years, like myself. It has taken me quite a few years to get this thing and become a profitable trader. And I think Nico can testify to this, that if you do this on your own, and if you try to dissect all of those concepts, and you try to do it on your own, it's really a timely matter, and it takes time and a lot of frustration, and it's difficult. It truly is. If it was easy, I think everybody would be millionaires and be rich and all of those goodies. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think that's why it's important to have a mentor, and your mentor should be the one to break down all of these concepts through his experience. He should be able to get you fast-tracked and save you time. That's basically what it comes down to. Like any mentorship that you do, even for myself, I know that my studies have actually cost me a lot of money. It really did, way back when I was still 18, 19 years old. I studied through multiple people and places overseas, and basically what you are paying for is for the knowledge. It basically saves you time. Like, you learn from somebody that has been doing this for 30 years, and then you can save time by not having to do it yourself for 7, 8, 9, 10 years before you unlock the systems and so forth. So yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% true. If you think about it, like Calvin said earlier, like we've been in this market for 7 to 8 years. Myself and Calvin, we started trading in high school, so that's where we really truly started learning. Obviously, paid our school fees. We haven't been doing this for a short period of time. I myself been doing this for 7 years, and out of the 7 years, I've only been profitable for 2 years. So it's honestly like, going to study a degree at the end of the day. If you pay your school fees, it's the reality of it. Going on to scams, these guys who show you, they're flipping accounts, they're flipping 10K accounts, for argument's sake, into 100,000 Rand accounts in a day. That's not something that is sustainable. That's not something that you can do on a daily basis. It is, it's a complete lie. Those people will also just show you their wins. They won't show you their losses. They are not transparent. And as we run through our trades, you'll see that we do take losses, but we do win more trades than we lose at the end of the day. And if your risk to reward is on a good level, you can have a losing week, and then the next week you can literally win 2 trades, and you'll be 2 to 3% up after losing 5 trades. So that is why risk management it's important. So
Yes.
we'll be discussing that. We'll be running through all of that. So we sitting on about 10.
Yeah, let's just quickly run through some stats. So yeah, I want you guys to look at, okay, so this is basic just certificates, but look at the dates. This was way back in 2021. When was this? This was also 2021. Yeah, I was taking or participating in a global competition, trading competition. I was quite happy with the outcome of that. We went on to trade for different companies. Here's my Forex funds. I was a VIP trader for them. So here's some stats for 2023 on one of the accounts. This was a smaller account that was for testing new systems. This was a good week, 8% gain. Here we can see 34 trades taken, short positions won. 90% of the short positions were won. 75% of the long positions that we took were won, and so on and so forth. So just a bit of stats. This is geek stuff. This is just for us to benchmark ourselves and always reflect on this to see where our weaknesses lies and where we can look to improve or and so on. So yeah, this is quite insane stats as well. Short trades won 88%, long trades won 75%, and it's not like this was just 10 trades that were taken. This was 107 trades that were taken throughout this period. And you can see this was a $50,000 account that was started, traded up to 80K in just a short, I think it was something like 2 months or 3 months. So that's not bad at all. Here's some more stats for a different account for August and September. Let's see, that was that same account. I think
August, September was very good. Those were good,
September.
excellent months.
Yeah, this was August, September, October. That was another update, and now I should also update the November and December stats. I should also drop in here. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can start with the breakdowns of our trades, or we can just show this quickly. This is basically just me, Nico, and a few close friends. This is our trade ideas. Each week we share our trades, we give our biases and our ideas onto the trades that we take, our entries, the market going to TPs. There's different people in here, different accounts, different account sizes, wins, losses. It's all here. This is nothing secret. This is public for everybody to see, and this is also here for all our members, or all our members. Yeah, so we can see here that this was a GBP JPY trade. We are busy compounding in a market maker buy model. So this was the first entries. There we took the next day second entries, and we can see how this positions is managed. First entry, stop loss, break even, trades running in profit, near to TP, compounding, scaling in on a second trade. So yeah, this is just random times. I can remember this was a really good week. This was GBP JP1, USD JP1, I believe from the 21st of November all the way through to the 25th, I believe.
Yeah, that was through the whole week almost, where we swing that trade.
Yes.
Just scaling in on positions, waiting for liquidity to be raided, and then we just wait for our setup. We enter the trade, and we just literally
finalizing the week. Yeah, the 24th.
Finalizing the week. Yeah, that's it. We just literally rode the trend all the way up. That was a really good week. Yeah,
Krishna did really well on gold. He long gold. Gold is near the all-time highs. this move here. Krishna captured that move. He called it back in November. Since these levels, we'll have to go to our time frame. Basically, from these levels, he rode it all the way up there. The market made a pullback, and he captured a nice part of this uptrend again. So yeah, this is also here to see. We'll get into more. Gold is flying. There you can see his buy position, stop loss there. Gold's flying, and yeah, this isn't demo accounts, guys. This is like live money. So some good trades by Nico. I believe this was you, Nico. Not
Yeah,
100% sure.
yeah, there was some of the trades I executed. Was also good. I can't even remember the trades that I executed. I know that on Thursday, this past Thursday, there was a very good setup on Euro USD and GBP USD for shorts. Obviously, also on Friday, the gold shorts were absolutely amazing. Those were excellent trades. Those very exciting trades, actually. But yeah, you can see on our Discord channel, so on our on our trade ideas, that's where we share our trades day in, day out. The trades we win, the trades we lose, where we execute our trades, what our predictions are on the markets. It's not a signals group. We don't really believe in signals. The thing about signals is if you enter a signal, if someone says you a signal and you enter that trade 5 to 10 minutes too late, you will most certainly lose that trade. And also, people do not understand risk management. So if you're on a signal group, for argument's sake, and that person sends out a signal and you're risking 50% of your account equity and you enter that trade 10 to 15 minutes or whatever the case may be too late, you are most definitely losing your money. So it's a lot better to rather invest your money into education at first, take the time to learn, and then afterwards you can then fund accounts where you can look at prop firms. Prop firms are something that's very exciting. That gives you the opportunity to trade with large capital. This is what we do. Like Alvin said earlier, we've been trading with my Forex funds. We got our first funding with FTMO in 2000 and when was it? 2021?
Yeah, that was
2021. Yeah,
2021.
that was 2021. And that's when we started utilizing prop firms. And then as well, after that, we got funding through my Forex funds. I was trading with Stocknet Institution for a while. So you can get to those levels when you are experienced trader, and this is the importance of educating yourself first. People get fooled by the Lamborghinis and the big houses and all that, when coming back to reality, that's not how trading works. Trading requires a lot of consistency, it requires patience, and it requires a system. And this is something that you can learn in our mentorship, in our trading academy as well, which is our trading course. This will enable you to trade on a professional level. I'm not saying that you'll be a perfect trader after doing our trading course, but it's going to give you 100% everything you need to be consistently profitable in the markets. If you follow the system we teach you, you will be consistently profitable. If you manage your risk, you will be able to pass a prop firm within 2 weeks very easily. And this is the reality of it, guys. It's not
trading.
easy. We're saying it's easy. You really have to be consistent. You have to be willing to learn.
Trading is really easy if you've been through all the ups and downs, Like today, it's really easy for me. I think for Nico too. We literally wake up, we get to the London Open, we know the characteristics of our models and what we want to see. It's easy for me. I wake up, I get to the chart. Is my setup there? Yes, it is. Great. I take the trade. If my setup isn't there, I know it's time for me to go enjoy myself, spend time with my family, and just take the session off, and I'll return back in the New York session, and I'll once again review the market, and I'll see, is there a setup? If it's there, I'll trade it. If it's not there, then I know it's no trading day for me. But in the beginning, it's really difficult for a new trader to know what he's actually looking for. As I said, there's so many educational content, so much educational content on YouTube and all those places, where all these things is for free, but at the end of the day you don't know where to start, you don't know what's the models, you don't know which model is better than the other one, like the ICT Silver Bullet videos on YouTube is very popular, but the thing is, what many people don't understand is that the bullets do work, but they only work in specific in how can I put it, in like a specific sequence of events that has to take place for the bullets to work. And many people wouldn't know this because they are unexperienced. They will get to the chart at 10 a.m. for example, and they will take the first fair value gap that they see, and they will take that trade, and that's just the ICT Silver Bullet. But actually there's a high probability pricing sequence that has to first take place for you, that will enable you to actually take that fair value gap entry, to put it like that. But yeah, it all comes down to the high probability pricing sequence, and I'm gonna go right into this, Nico. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna start with this.
Yeah, I can start with the pricing sequence and the breakdowns. It seems like
Okay.
we're like averaging on 10 people, so yeah, we could just go with it. Click that share button, guys, if you can. Share to your friends.
All right,
Um,
100%.
yeah, let's go
Okay,
into it.
sweet. So basically, what it all comes down to is that this market's book price at midnight. So like at midnight, the market already has booked price for the next 24 hours for tomorrow. So you guys have to understand that these markets book on time and price. It's called price and time delivery, and at the end of the day, there's very specific characteristics that the market will provide to us that will show us what is taking place today. You never feel like you don't know where you are in the markets, like especially when you are a new trader, you get a sense of I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows, okay, at a basic level. I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows, but where do I actually place my trade? Where do I enter? Where do I put my stop loss? How do I manage it? How do I manage my trade? So at the end of the day, it's really important to understand how the markets behave and the characteristics of the markets, and where you should be engaging in price and where you should rather wait for a cleaner or clearer setup, or for the market to provide its time distortion first, and then when it actually offers you the correct entries, to then participate and be a participant in the market, knowing that the probabilities is heightened and the probabilities is in your favor. And this also comes down to edge, knowing your edge. And as a new trader or as a student, you per se don't know where the edge is. You don't know what your edge is, or the system's edge. Like let's say you trade this ICT Silver Bullet, you have no clue what random outcomes there could be. Like you could have 3 losers in a row. Is that normal? Is that mistakes that you might have made, or is that something that can be expected? And right after the 3 losers, you can have 7 winners in a row. You don't know these things because you probably haven't been backtesting the systems and so on and so forth. So it's really important for you guys to understand that this trading can be done, and it's all about knowledge, and you need to learn first, and then you will be able to reap the fruits later. So this was a gold trade that I took on Thursday. So we can see, if we just go to a weekly time frame, we can see that, okay, let's go to a 3-month time frame, even better.
Let's
So
start off with the higher time frames and then
yeah, so we can see that recently gold has made this double tops, or even a triple top, and institutional order flow has been to the upside. Okay, I think that's due to the war and everything like that. Like we all know, in times of crisis like COVID and wars and all of this stuff in the world, gold is prone to go up because gold is a safe haven currency. Therefore, naturally, when there's uncertainty around the world and fear in the world, that you'll frequently see that gold prices rise. So on a quarterly perspective, on the higher time frames, we can see that gold has been in an aggressive uptrend. Okay, so now you want to narrow it all down, and we can see that there's lots of liquidity above this size. So one could expect for the market to push through and take all of this liquidity, because that's what the market basically seeks. The market will always seek the market will go from buy stops to inefficiency to buy stops to inefficiency to buy stops. So this is just a simple uptrend, okay? But at the end of the day, you have to understand that the market will seek liquidity, so it will create an impulse, it will come back to rebalance the market, and then it will seek to take more buy side liquidity after each new high is created. So when there is equal highs in the market might come to take that liquidity before you find a reversal. So anyways, if we go down to this, just look at it from a daily perspective quite quickly, we can see that market pushed through, broke through that previous highs, and it took liquidity there. So the market naturally, because the market has taken external liquidity, it has to come back down and deliver internal liquidity, and that's what we can see right here. The market took external above this highs, and then it rejected quite sharply and came back to create a balanced price range, if I can put it like that, where this inefficiency is now being delivered. So let me just find that tool quickly.
Yeah, on that note, so how we usually analyze the charts is what we will do is we'll start. It's very important to know that you have to start on the higher time frame. So going from the monthly down to the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour time frame. That is how you get your weekly and your daily bias on any chart. It's very important. They also call this fractal. They call price fractal. So what that basically means is that what happens on the monthly time frame will happen on the daily time frame, will happen on the weekly time frame, all the way down to the 1 minute time frame. So
Exactly.
this is why you get people who swing trades. So swing trading meaning they would execute a trade on the 1st of February, for example, and they would look at taking profits in April, for argument's sake. So this is what swing trading is. We, on the other hand, we do not do swing trades. Sometimes we will hold trades for a day or two, depending obviously on market conditions, but we do what they call intraday trading. So we execute our trades based on daily bias from the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute time frames. That is where we usually execute our trades, and then from there we'll target buy side or sell side liquidity. Yeah, obviously Calvin and I, we are very experienced in this, so some of the things we say will most likely sound like French.
Yeah, so
But this is why our trading course is really powerful, because this is where you learn all the abbreviations. You'll learn everything you need to know about trading.
yeah,
Sorry,
so
Cal.
no problem, Nico. Also, basically, the markets open up at midnight. It will first manipulate short, clearing sell side liquidity. The market will then trade into a higher time frame PD array, and from that point on, this is considered discount. So you always want to buy at a discount and sell at a premium. So we are buying this discount on the midnight open, and we will take the trade higher, where the market will then trade to a high time frame PD array, and that will be your daily candle. So this is basically what this daily candle would look like, and this, like Nico said, the markets are fractal. So this can either be a 1 minute candle, a daily candle, a 1 month candle. It doesn't matter, because it all delivers the same. You have your open, your low, your high, and your close. And this is super simple. But the thing is, this is also called the power of 3, and this is how each and every candle is being printed. And now you can take this bigger. Like, let's say this is a daily candle. Now we can take this into like a weekly perspective, where you have 5 of these candles. So initially, 5 daily candles would be 1 weekly candle, and then at the end of the day, this is where you get your weekly profiles. Like, this will be Monday, accumulation. This will be your Tuesday, low of the week, manipulation. Okay, let me just do it like this. This will be your Wednesday, expansion. And this will be your Thursday, high of the week and reversal. And then Friday would close slightly back in the range. And this will be your your weekly candle or your weekly profile, and this will be the weekly candle. So if you understand these things, you know how to, you can either day trade on the daily time frame where this exactly happens, like this is London session, this would be probably New York session, a continuation of London session, and then London close would close back in the range. So this could either be a daily candle, this could either be a weekly candle. The markets are truly fractal and they deliver price exactly the same. So at the end of the day, if you understand these profiles and you know what you're looking for, you have entry models and you have an edge, you know exactly how to trade these profiles, and then the choice is yours. Do you have a 9 to 5? Well, then you will most probably take your trades on a Tuesday and close them on a Thursday. You will buy on a Tuesday and close on a Thursday because you are working. You have a 9 to 5. You don't have time to sit in front of the charts the whole day. As for me and Nico, we are in front of the charts every day, so we will most probably be intraday traders, or as they would call it, like scalpers. But you get like people that scalp 10 pips. We're not those traders. We are like literally intraday traders, where we would open a position in the morning and close it before, or close it at the end of the trading day, basically, at London close at latest. So this is one of the trades that we took on gold. So just to give you guys an idea, there's a high probability pricing sequence that has to take place for the markets to turn around, because the market always seeks to deliver price efficiently, and therefore we can take advantage of inefficiencies in the market, because the market will always seek buy side liquidity, and after taking external liquidity it will rebalance itself in an inefficiency. Then it will seek more buy side liquidity, then it will come back to an inefficiency. And once you understand these concepts, you know the impulses of the market, like the impulsive legs and the retracement legs, and it's really super simple. But you also have to understand that all of this takes place on time. It takes place on time. It's not random. It's not random that that candle was pushing that big. It's not random that this candle is closing through that imbalance this aggressively to the downside. None of these things is random. It's absolutely calculated, and it really works on time. So basically, what I was explaining here to one of our groups earlier this morning, in this whole message here, I was explaining to them that the markets are fractal, and it's important to understand that the bigger time frame, this is my higher time frame narrative, and the lower time frame context, they all have to agree with one another for you to achieve high probability trades. So if you guys can see, the market engineered liquidity, it neutralized, it distributed lower, it rebalanced, and it redelivered short. Now if I go into this red box, small piece of price action here, we can see that this bigger fractal, exactly what I've explained now, also happens inside that price action there. So we just have to go down to a lower time frame. We go into the red block. Once again, we can see the market engineers, it neutralizes, it distributes, it rebalances, and it redelivers. And this was our entry inside our higher time frame order block. I believe this was a 1 hour order block, if I don't mistake it.
That was the 1 hour order block.
Yeah, 1 hour order block. So it's especially important for people, like there's a lot of videos on YouTube about order blocks here, order blocks there, order blocks here, order blocks there. All of that stuff is nonsense. Like, order blocks form at levels of fair value, and this is very valuable. People don't quite understand what it means. Like, there's certain characteristics that each order block has to have to be validated as a order block. So at the end of the day, this was a high probability order block, and the market distributed towards the downside. We came back to a premium array, and there we looked for our entry criteria, or our high probability pricing sequence, to take this trade short. So we took this trade short, and just a quick this one of my live trades that I screenshotted and sent for the guys. So I shorted the market here. My stop loss was just above there, just above the inefficiency and the breaker, basically. So I took partials there, and all the way short on each of these liquidity points. So let's go to a 50-minute time frame. So I took the short there, I cleared some, my first TP was here, we call this the low hanging fruit. That was our first TP, second TP, third TP were below here, and fourth TP was inside this accumulation phase on the left hand side. You can see that that one lines up with that, so that was basically that trade. So yeah, still thinking gold's going short to the daily inefficiency below us. We can see that there's still a daily inefficiency here in the market, so I'm thinking that price is coming down to this daily inefficiency, and I should probably just clear that up. So I'm still holding gold short even though it's over the weekend, and many people would think um, this is quite crazy to short gold when it's literally going for all-time highs, and to be honest with you guys, I do think gold is going up this year of 2024, but you have to understand, before gold can continue further up, before gold can continue to create higher highs and all-time highs, it has to come down and rebalance itself. And that's the thing, you can only imagine how many retail traders, after seeing this on the left hand side, they saw this parabolic move towards the upside, then they saw the dip, and you know that there's a phrase that say buy the dip, buy the dip. So just imagine how many people has been buying in here, and this is where I now comes in, and I want to take all of those guys as liquidity, all of these green boxes that I've marked down here, and they continue all the way down. All of this is low resistant liquidity, and all of these people could be stopped out, and they are not safe at all, thinking that gold is going to long to all-time highs. Maybe I do think it's going to happen, but it's probably it lives on time, and I'm not a fortune or future teller or fortune teller or whatever. But yeah, we will take these trades when they come. We are definitely long on gold. Long-term bias is long. We are absolutely thinking that gold continues to rise for the year of 2024. But at the end of the day, it is important that the market has to rebalance itself, and it has to do it efficiently. The market always delivers price efficiently, and that's basically what it comes down to. And that's why high probability order blocks form on levels of fair value, because that is where the market will deliver price efficiently. So I think a really good explanation of this. I'll look to see if I can quickly find a good explanation of this. Let's go to Euro US dollar.
On that note, just to say something as well, a lot of people will say, like, for argument's sake, for instance, Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was on an all-time high, people will say, buy Bitcoin, it's at an all-time high. That is the stupidest thing to do, because if you think about price in general, you do not want to buy something when it's expensive. You want to buy something when it's cheap, when it costs you less. And this is the mistake that most people make. So you want to sell in premium, which means that you want to sell at a high price and you want to buy at a low price. And this is something to take note of with trading. This is also relevant with everything, whether you're trading crypto, Forex, indices, commodities, it doesn't really matter. And this is what we also teach you in our trading course, is all of these things that Calvin's busy discussing. This is what you'll learn in our trading course. It really is.
Yeah, obviously, this is just free flow chatting about topics, but in the CNFX Trading Academy, there's actually like a structured course that you go through. But yeah, and anyways, that's true. It's true what Nico say. You always want to buy low and sell high, and I know it sounds really easy. And anyone that has taken a quick peek at the markets or a chart in front of them, it's easy to see in hindsight, oh yes, there, great sell. The market was high, let's sell, and yeah, the market's low, let's buy. But it's not actually that easy to actually do that. You need to have your systems in place to be able to call the tops and the bottoms, and it's really difficult calling the tops and the bottoms. That's why we use market maker models. So market maker models is confirmations, and it's a combination of a few different things, just as I explained to you now: weekly profiles, daily profiles, market maker models, and basically premium discount. This is how you determine where the market is heading towards next. So this was my analysis, the 21st of December. So this was just before Christmas and so on. So this was one of my last analyses which I've done for the group before I had some family time. But we can see that I said Euro US dollar is most probably going long towards previous month's high, and we can see that I've also taken this trade myself, and we can see we've had a good reaction, a good impulsive move there, and then 2 or 3 days later the market actually went to the previous month's high, and that was my last trade on Euro US dollar. And the reason for this was previous month's high is an institutional liquidity point, so it's levels where the institutions will look to take profits and push the market towards those levels. And we can see that there's low resistance liquidity all the way in the middle here and on the left there, so we know that it's a really good possibility that all of the sellers in this market right here will get swept, and premium arrays will be targeted next for the institutions. So yeah, that's just that. And yes, an example of that, pound US dollars, like Euro US dollar and pound US dollar, is positively correlated. So whatever EU is doing, GU is most probably doing the same thing. So this was a long bias on GU as well. This was short, I don't know when this was a few days before, I think. Let's see, that was the 18th of December. So you guys can see we ride the trends, selling them short, taking them long again. So once you understand the market maker models, you have sell models and buy models. Once you understand these things, then you really have the key to success at the end of the day. So yeah, this is analysis, this is trades taken. First short position was there, second short position was there, selling the market short towards our TP levels. So this was also a market maker sell model, where the market has distributed towards the downside, left an inefficiency. We can see how the market comes back up, creating low resistance liquidity, trading into the inefficiency. This rebalances the market. What it basically is, it provides buyers and sellers an equal or fair chance to place their orders into the market. So at level of fair value, high probability order blocks form, and this was where we shorted the market then, so on and so forth. So that's basically that. I don't know, anything else you want to get into, Nico?
Yeah, we share these trades on our Discord channel day in, day out. And I need you guys to understand that, this is really powerful. We will also be doing a free mentorship session, most likely during the course of next week or the week after. And this is going to be extremely powerful, where we will be breaking down the anatomy of a candlestick. We will be talking about market maker buy models, market maker sell models. We'll be talking about the buy side and sell side of the curves in trading. There's a lot that you can learn from this. It will really be extremely powerful. So obviously, I'll make a whole bunch of videos, telling people to keep their dates open with regards to the time as well. And you can see, guys, like Calvin, just scrolling through all the trades that he's executed. This is on another level. Like, this is not something that you will see day in, day out. As you can see, we do not trade trend lines. We do not trade an RSI. I think that's something we can also talk about, Calvin, is something like trend line trading and
Absolutely.
trading an RSI. And that this is purely price action based. This is the best way to trade. This is how you trade institutional order flow. You don't trade institutional order flow based on a little indicator telling you buy now or sell now, and going hand on hand with that is also obviously your risk management. There's a lot to learn with regards to this, guys. There's really a lot that you need to take note of when it comes to trading manually. But what you need to understand is that you are not going to make money with 1,000 Rand account equity or a 10,000, 20,000 Rand account equity. I think what we can maybe talk about is just general risk management, Cal, like how we trade with regards to risk management, like how we hit our 1 to 3 risk to rewards or our 1 to 4 risk to rewards, how that works exactly. Because you need, in trading and with anything, you need money to make money. Don't let anyone tell you that you can flip 1,000 Rand account to 10,000 Rand account. That is not sustainable. Making 100 to 200%, 300% return in a day or in a week is absolutely false. That's like gambling. It's not trading
Yeah,
professionally. That's
like a
that's
good
literally gambling.
yeah, a good example of this will be, let's say me and you could take 50,000 rand each. I'm long in gold. This is my bias. I'm long in gold with 50,000 rand. I have a really good chance, and Nico has a really good chance that we are winning that trade. We turn 50,000 rand into 300,000 rand within 2 hours. That's easy. That's achievable. It truly is. If you do have the skill set, that is possible. But the thing is, you are not going to take that trade that you've won, that 300,000 now. You're not going to take that and turn it into 3 million in the very next trade, and turn the 3 million into 9 million in the very next trade, and continue to do so for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 times. It's absolutely absurd to think like that. But yeah, it's easy to get lucky. Anybody can get lucky. Like anybody, even if they don't have a clue about the markets, they can literally put 10,000 rand on NFP and long. Easy. And yes, he's going to take 10k and turn it into 80k, but that's not sustainable, like Nico says. It's not sustainable. He won't be able to turn that 80k into 300k, 500k in the next few trades. It's absolutely, absolutely gambling at that stage. But if you do follow a system and you do follow risk parameters, like if you follow your risk management, like Nico says, then it's absolutely possible to turn 10,000 rand into 100,000 rand in a matter of 6 months, 8 months, a year. That's achievable. But then you are taking, like the stats that you've seen, like then you are taking trades on a daily basis, daily, weekly basis, consistently, and you are building your equity curve consistently. Like there, I've had a small loss there. I've actually had 1, 2, 3 losses there in a row. So let's say I deposited 50k and I put all of it on the line. Although I'm a really good trader, statistically I have an 88% chance of winning my short trades and 70% chance of winning my long trades. There's still a 30% chance that you can lose your money. So if I deposited 50k there and put that whole 50k on the table and just longed or whatever, and I lose the trade, all the money is gone. So you don't want to be a gambler. You really don't want to be a gambler. You want to take your money like this 50k account, turning it into 80k in 2 months, whatever. You know, and that's achievable, and it's repeatable, and it's something you can do month after month after month, and it will pay your bills. Um, so yeah, that's basically how you want to do it. And then the other thing, like Nico said, indicators. Well, there's no such thing as a holy grail indicator like a RSI, MACD, stochastic RSI, and Bollinger Bands, and all of these sorts of indicators. Although they could be helpful, but to me and to Nico and our close circle of friends, we have decided that we like the idea that markets deliver price on time, and it will do so efficiently. So if I can just go into this trade that I have taken, I've also not mentioned this. Here's my kill zones. You guys can see. Okay, let me clear the chart. So this is the Asian session. So during the Asian session, the market accumulates. This is the midnight open, the 00. I can make this a bit bigger. So this is Asian session. This is the pre-market London session. This is manipulation. This is the London session distributing. This is the market coming back for New York session, and the market corrects half of this move, so it's coming back to premium or at least equilibrium. So it's offering fair value in this leg, like let's say from here, from there to there. This is your market leg, this is the 50%. So basically the market comes back to provide the New York session traders fair value for them to also participate in today's daily candle that wants to short. So this is important. If you understand the characteristics of the market, the market engineers liquidity, it neutralizes, it distributes, it rebalances and redelivers, then you are moving towards something. And you can find this, all of this is repeatable week in and week out. It might not happen every single day, but it's gonna happen 2 out of the 5 days of the week. So 2 out of the 5 days of the week, if you have your analysis correct, you can make money and be a profitable trader for those 2 days. Like I said, I get up in the mornings, I come to the chart, I look, is my setup there? Yes, it's there. I take the trade. If it's not there, I simply do not take the trade. There's no rush. There's absolutely no rush, and I don't want to gamble.
There's no need to rush it. And then also, where Calvin's talking about London sessions, the New York sessions, those sessions are where volatility in the market takes place the most, and those are the sessions that you want to trade. We don't just bluntly look at the market. So you can see there that
Well, good
the red
example.
highlighted area is Asian session. The green highlighted area will be your New York session. Over there, Cal can show you there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and those
so
are the sessions that we will want to trade.
yes, so basically the red session is London session, the green session is New York session, and this small grey box is Asian session. Like I've just shown you this trade right here. On the right hand side, I will go back to it now. So basically, yeah, it happens again. So this was on a Tuesday, the 19th of December. We have Asian accumulation, London manipulation. It distributes. So look at the similarities of the market. It creates a high,
Sorry,
it
Cal,
creates a
just
low.
zoom in a little bit more there. Alsjeblieft, Cal, maar bro. Zoom in a little
Sweet.
bit more, then they can see the Asian session properly.
Awesome. So this is Asian session, this is London. So this is the high of the day, this is the distribution leg, so this is your dealing range. We can see that, look at this green session where New York session starts. The market comes back to fair value, half of the move which London created. So basically, I am a seller right here. So I'm selling the market during London session. Now the New York people wakes up. So these people also wants to participate in sales. So what does the market do? The market comes back to fair value, or 50% of the range between the high and the low that was created during London. So this is also a good short opportunity for those traders, and they take the market short to there. And basically we can see this happening over and over and over. It's not going to happen every day, but it's going to happen quite a few times. Yeah, exactly the same thing. Asian, London manipulates lower, it push higher, the New York session comes down, fill the imbalance in the market for the New York traders to also be able to take this trade long. It's really simple. Let's just look for one more example.
Yeah, there's a lot of examples. Obviously, Calvin is saying it's very simple. To some of you, it might be like,
Yeah.
no, not that simple. But if you do this consistently, and if you are, the reality about this, guys, is if you want to learn how to trade, you have to be consistent and you have to put the time and effort into this. It's not something that you're just gonna open up a MetaTrader 4 or 5 charts on your phone and just press buy and sell and then you're a trader all of a sudden. That's not how it works. We've been through that. We have been through all of it. We've been through all the losses, the hard times, the good times.
Absolutely.
It's not easy. So don't let anyone fool you. And this is why educating yourself is really important. It really is extremely important.
Yeah, let's go to a different pair.
You have to, instead of taking $500 for argument's sake and funding your MetaTrader account through whatever broker, rather take that money, use it for education, and with that you can go and apply for prop firm trading. Like I said earlier, you can get funding, because in reality, to make money in trading, you need equity. You really do. You're not going to make a lot of money with, like I said earlier, 10,000, 1,000 rand. Because say for argument's sake, you've invested 1,000 rand into your trading account. If you are trading correctly and properly, and you only risk 1% per trade, that means you're risking 10 rand on that trade. On average, you make a risk to reward ratio of a 1-to-3 or 1-to-4. That means you make 3 times what you invested on that trade. So if you risking 1% on that 1,000 rand account, you're risking 10 rand, and then from there you're making a 3% trade, you're making 30 rand on that 1,000 rand account. And that is the reality of trading, guys. That's the reality of trading. And if you think about it this way, if you go and you invest your 1,000 or 10,000 rand into a fixed rate account, wherever, at whatever bank, as an investment, you'll be lucky if you get 10% a year. So
No, absolutely. You don't get.
in
You don't even
reality,
get 10% a year.
you don't even, yeah. So I mean, this is the reality of trading, guys. You need money to make money. in this game. And the best way to do this is by utilizing prop firms.
Yes,
And prop firms
absolutely.
provide you with funding, and this is what me and Calvin do on a daily basis. This is how we've reached the level of success in trading, is with prop firms, not by selling our trading course or selling our trading robots. Yes, we are business at the end of the day. And a lot of people will say, "Yeah, why are you selling a trading course? Why are you selling a trading robot?" But let me tell you this: um, why not? Why not? Why not educate people? Why not help people? Why not give people value for money, with regards to our trading educational platform? I mean, you can literally learn. You can pay 4,500 rand and you can learn how to become a professional, profitable trader. You can interact with us on a daily basis. We can show you the ins and the outs. You can rather do that instead of taking that 4,500 rand, funding your account, not knowing what you're doing, and then losing it all. And at the end of the day, you end up in any ways paying for education.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because we've been through it. We have lost a lot of
People will
money,
be shocked
guys.
to hear what my education has cost me and what my parents
Yes,
actually paid for my education way back when, like 7, 8 years ago. My parents paid a
yes,
lot of
yes.
money. Like literally, I could have went to university. That's what I paid.
Literally.
That's
Yeah,
literally what my courses and
yeah.
studies have cost. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's like you say. Well, one of the main reasons why I teach and why I like to help my friends and even the general public is I wish that there was somebody to mentor me way back when I wanted to do this. I lost a lot of money at
100%.
first, and then I started making a little bit of money, and then I decided, you know what? After making my first or second withdrawal, I knew that this was actually achievable. You can actually make money, because there was a time where I felt like this market is rigged against me. Like it's crazy. I'm just losing money, and at the end of the day, yeah. So I had to pay, get education, and from there, well, it all turned around. And at the end of the day, I wish that somebody would have been there for me to help and guide me way back when I first started. Like the first 2 years, I just simply lost money. I really did. I think you know this. Um,
Yes.
I lost, yeah, quite a lot of money in the first 2 years, and it was really a difficult, painful learning experience. But I think today it's also good to have that, to have went through it, because today I enjoy and respect the success so much more, because it is truly is hard work, and it's really not easy. It's easy once you have the skills. It's like, I think it's like that for anybody, a heart surgeon or a welder or a boilermaker or a diesel mechanic or whatever the case may be. I think it's difficult for anybody that doesn't know or have the skill, but for somebody that has acquired the skills and the knowledge to be able to do this, it's really easier. And yeah, so this is just a different pair. We can also once again see that Asian has accumulated, London manipulated, New York session opens, and it comes back to offer fair value in the market. It offers fair value to the New York traders for them to be able to take this trade long, and we can see that the market goes to that inefficiency there and clear buy side liquidity above here. So this stuff is really repeatable. It's literally, you can see this accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and if we just go on to the right hand side of the chart, you can see it here again. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution to the short side, rebalance for New York traders to also get a fair chance to short to the same lows. Here's it again. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This pullback wasn't as deep, but still the market did deliver this breaker block. So this is where you would have a breaker block entry, and at the end of the day, that the market just continued long. So yeah, here again, Asian accumulated, London manipulated, it distributed short, and basically that's why the market came back down to deliver inside in this inefficiency that was there. So yeah, basically the stuff is really repeatable once you know what you're looking for, and it's very simple. How I might let it look very simple, but at the end of the day, once you are there, once you are placing trades on your own, and you have to apply your risk management, it truly does involve a lot more than just simply looking at this accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It's just examples that I'm seeing, that I'm pointing out, but just to show you it doesn't happen every day. But here's it again: accumulation on Asian session, London take the liquidity, sell off New York session traders in the green, they get a fair chance to sell the market, they open their sell orders and the market sell off towards London close. So that's basically, the markets are booked prior to each day. At midnight the market already knows what the whole day is going to hold in, and that's basically what we're banking on, and we know this stuff work. I think any ICT student or any ICT trader that has become profitable will know these concepts and will absolutely testify that the markets is truly booked
100%.
before price and
Also,
markets. Yeah,
yeah,
go
sorry,
ahead,
Gal.
Nico.
Also a good
Go ahead.
example of the AMD setup, the accumulation, the manipulation, and the distribution phase was, we had a very good example of this on Thursday on Era USD. You will be able to see it properly,
Let
where
me go to
price
Thursday. Yeah.
accumulated. Yeah, on EU Thursday. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, I see you
Yeah.
on the 15 minutes. Yeah, that's a perfect example. This is a very good example of accumulation. So, Cal, what I think you can do is just draw up a block for the accumulation phase, a block for the manipulation, and a block for the distribution, so people can see exactly where price accumulated, where
Okay.
price manipulated, and where price distributed. I think
Okay,
that'll
so
be
I'm
quite
gonna
cool.
hide all the indicators then to
Okay,
make
cool.
this clear. Okay, so price accumulated here through Asian session, price manipulated there on the beginning of London session, just before the London Open, and then price distributed here. So this is basically accumulation, manipulation. Let's make this red, and let's make this green. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And that's basically what that comes down to. And this also is just the anatomy of a daily candle. It's just one big candle is what I'm seeing in the back of my mind. I'm seeing an open. Well, the open should actually be here. Midnight open. So this is basically what this daily candle has looked like. And once you go into the 15-minute time frame, you can see inside of this candle. It's kind of like having X-ray vision, where you can see the open, the high, the low, and the close for that daily candle. So yeah, that's one concept. There's many more concepts that we teach, like this is a simple and profitable strategy for Forex markets. Then there's also, well, accumulation manipulation power of 3 is present on all instruments, whether it's Forex, indices, commodities, whatever, but we do have different entry models and entry criteria for each of those. Like I have, when I'm trading Nasdaq, I have a very specific model that I follow because I know that model has edge. Look at this sell-off, level of fair value. We can see that accumulation, manipulation, distribution takes place here, but the timings is a bit different than Forex. As you can see, the Forex timings doesn't line up with the big push. So this is actually the AM session for indices. So it depends on what market you are trading, whether you are trading Forex, indices, or commodities. There's different timings for each market, and at the end of the day, all of these markets will basically distribute at their respective times. So yeah, nog iets anders, Nico?
Yeah, I think on that note, if you guys have any questions, see, we've been on this live for about an hour. Time flies. If you have any questions, guys, let us know. Maybe click that share button, share this live to your friends. Give us a few questions in the comments if you do have any. You can also visit our website, www.cnfx.co.za. You can see what we're about, what we do, what we teach. It really is quite interesting. Let's have a look. And then once again, we will be doing a free mentorship session next week. If not next week, the week after, I will make a post about it. So give us that follow and stay tuned with regards to that.
Awesome. Okay, I don't really see any questions that's coming up.
Yeah, so I don't see any questions at the moment. You can share this live, guys. I think we'll be on for another 10 minutes or so. It will be a live session. Yes, we will be streaming it live on TikTok. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going from point A to point B. So we'll be literally be spoon feeding during that session, because obviously what Calvin has been explaining, the anatomy about everything and the words he utilizes. For instance, a fair value gap. What is a fair value gap? An order block. What is an order block? What is a level of fair value? What is a liquidity sweep? What is buy side liquidity? What is sell side liquidity, for example? Um, so all of those things we'll be discussing. Could we trade along with that? So we're not going to be doing a live trading session. We will this mentorship session will most likely only be at night, so I wouldn't suggest that you execute any trades on there. But in the future, for people who physically join our mentorship, we will be doing live trading sessions where our students can physically execute trades with us.
Yeah.
We don't believe in trading sessions.
Yeah, like
Can I
it's
trade?
it's really important to understand that all of this trades, all of this that we are showing you here, this is calling price before it happens. Like literally every morning we say, where for example, I'm waking up. This is the members in the tele or in the Discord. This is the members in the Telegram. I'm waking up. I'm telling them what I'm looking at, and then I'm taking the trade at the end of the day. So basically, for the members that's in here, like AJ and them, they really appreciate our insight and they make money with us at the end of the day. But it's really a difficult thing to give signals or be on a TikTok live stream and say, guys, short gold. Like, let's say, for example, even though I'm a really good trader, even though Nico is really good, we know what we're doing, we showed you the stats, we are achieving this and this and this, and 70% win rate, for example. Let's say I say, okay, we're shorting gold tomorrow, for an example, and then people short gold, they don't know the risk management, so then people put on 10,000 Rand and short gold, and what if we lose? Then that guy loses his
He's 10,000 Rand.
his
Yeah.
10,000 Rand, or
Yeah, you're not going to be very happy with us.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. So
yeah, so you must be careful for this, guys. There's a lot of high-end, very popular traders out there. That's what they call themselves. But for instance, there was one specific trader who had a live session. He was like pushing for the live, and he's an affiliate with a certain broker, and he was just pushing this live session, and he was pushing people to fund their accounts because they are going to trade non-farm payroll news live. Never trade news. You will lose your money. If you make money during a trading news, you are very lucky because that is purely gambling. Or you can trade news if you obviously know what you're doing.
yeah,
But coming
really.
back to the point, this guy, how some of these traders make money, guys, is they are affiliated with a broker, okay? And they send you their sign up link, you sign up, and they send you a signal knowing that you are going to lose money, okay? And they make profits when you lose your money. So that's how this game works, guys. This is how some of these traders are able to buy their Lambos, their big houses, not because they're really profitable traders. They
Yeah, it's
make money when their clients lose money,
because
and
they
they
are.
will only show you their results, their profits, and most of them don't even know how to trade forex,
Yeah,
guys. So you need to
those
be
people are really
careful.
good at selling a lifestyle and they are truly good at marketing. But I can assure you, like me and Niku, I've worked with some very, very, very wealthy people, and I don't mean 100,000 Rand or 1 million Rand or 10 million Rand. That's small money for the people that we work with. And I used to work with a lot of these peoples. Um, a few years ago now, I am basically at a point where I'm doing my own thing and I kind of broke away because I have already acquired all the knowledge that I could gain from them. But at the end of the day, the people that are truly, 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 truly filthy wealthy, that are truly making money from Forex, they are most probably not on social media. This is just the truth
Yeah,
behind it.
no,
Because
100%.
many of those people, they are too busy with their things, their portfolios. It's too valuable. They can't be selling stuff on Instagram to the whole world, you know. And this is what Nico says. Like, there's people like, I don't want to name names, but there's many Instagram gurus out there, and these guys are literally showing Lamborghinis, and the truth is that guy doesn't have any track record where he is able to show you
Consistently
guys, yeah,
profitable.
to show
Yeah, yeah,
anybody that he is a professional trader, and that's why they
exactly.
don't work for any professional
Yeah,
institutions. Like the qualifications that I do have and Nico have, like we've worked for these institutions. It's not something that you can just print out on a PDF scan or something. You literally need to know kind of what you're doing, and these people won't show you that, but they are truly good at selling a lifestyle, selling dreams, and at the end of the day, 40,000 people use his sign up link because he has 3 million followers on Instagram. There and then that guy
yeah,
makes $300,000. That's
yeah,
enough to buy whatever
yeah.
AMG, whatever
Exactly.
costs
So let's
flipping
quickly move to
50k.
questions. We've got a few questions here.
Awesome.
So firstly, let's just quickly go to this one. Any tips for beginners who are getting started?
Mm,
Get a trading course, bro. Honestly,
yeah, I
that
also want to
is
say
that
get a
is your
mentor.
best thing. Get a mentor. That's your best. The best thing you can possibly do is to get yourself a mentor. There's a lot of videos you can watch on YouTube, yes, but you will not physically learn on YouTube. The reason why I say that is because there is so much content. There's so many people who post videos on YouTube. You
Yeah,
will get confused. The best way to learn is to get yourself a mentor. We do mentorship ourselves. Go have a look at our website, cnfx.co.za. It really is informative. So go have a look at that. Invest in education before you lose your money.
yeah,
We've been through that. Honestly, it's the worst feeling. It's not nice when you tell yourself, okay, am I going to try and flip my account and gamble, or am I going to invest in education? Then you go for obviously the greediness. You fall into greed. You say, okay, cool, I'm going to try and flip this 4,500 rand, and then I'll be able to do the trading course, for example, and fund my accounts, and then you just end up losing your money. So best thing to do is just, yeah,
yeah. Get yourself a
great,
mentor.
knowledge is key. Knowledge is
it's
literally
it's
key.
also really important. Like this, get yourself a mentor is also like one of the traps that many traders fall into, especially people that really wants to learn, and they coming from a good place. Like for example, myself, I was really eager to learn way back when I was done with high school. I watched a movie which inspired me. I watched The Big Short. I think many of you know the movie, or have watched the movie. So I saw that these traders are making millions and millions. Wolf of Wall Street, all of these guys drives Lamborghinis and Ferraris and whatever. So I was inspired by these films, and I truly wanted to become a really good trader myself. And then the headache starts. Like, where do I study? How do I get involved? What is the correct way to trade? Like, how do I approach this profession that I want to do? And the honest reality is that you need to get a mentor. It took me 2 years
Yeah,
to find a mentor, but once I had many mentors before that, but they were scammers at the end of the day. But okay, neither here nor there. Also, I have studied through a few places here in South Africa, guys. This is truly, I just want to
yeah.
clarify
Talk
this.
about
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Talk about
So,
that.
yeah. Okay, so 100% guys, for those of you that want professional education, okay, even if it's not through myself or Niku, okay, through CNFX, go study through Samuel and Co Trading. They are a UK based company. You will get proper education. You will work with people that have been doing this for many, many years. You can go onto Google and just search Samuel and Co. Samuel and Co. Their courses is quite expensive, but you get that was a turning point for me. Was with them. There is places in South Africa that sells courses for 30k. Uh, it's a place in Sandton. Many of the other trading gurus here on TikTok has studied through them. They literally, this is why every South African likes the RSI, because this institution down in Sandton, they basically teach you a RSI overbought oversold trend line strategy. Like, they will say, here's a trend line, the RSI shows sell now, and we can see that we are breaking through this, and that's basically that. They will just
Yeah.
eat
And
30k
then
out
you
of your
sell.
pocket. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
RSI is
that's
oversold
really,
and you sell
yeah.
there. We
You
break the
must be
trend line and
careful.
the RSI is overbought, and then you'll pay 30k for that. So yeah, it's really difficult. But yeah, get yourself a mentor or go study through Samuel and Co in the UK. Let's move on to the next question. Um,
Yeah, next question here. Video idea. Can you please go over lot sizes in detail? It confuses me. Okay, that's a good
okay,
one.
yeah. So I'm gonna try to make this really simple for you guys. So let's say I have a, okay, I'm gonna have to type this out. Let's say I have a 10,000 Rand account. Okay, let's just make this bigger. Let's say I have a 10,000 Rand account. Okay, so my risk is going to be 1% per trade. So what's 1% of 10,000 Rand? It's 100 Rand. Okay, so now I need to figure out what is the lot size that I'm going to be buying or selling, and where my stop loss needs to be for me to only be able to risk 100 Rand, for example. So let's say I place my sell order there. My stop loss, I decide, should go just above that high right there, and I'm selling short, and TP's, your TP does not matter. Well, it matters in the grand scheme of things, but your TP will never have an effect on your stop loss. Okay, on your risk or your stop loss. Like your stop loss level, this is the important thing. This is how you determine I'm only risking 100 Rand. Okay, so basically if you are shorting Euro US dollar, you need to take a look at the spreads and the commissions and the costs of your broker. But at the end of the day, it basically comes down to, when you are trading US dollar pairs, $1 per pip. So if I am shorting, or my stop loss, I measure my stop loss. My stop loss is going to be 18 pips. So basically I need to divide 18 by 100 to get my actual lot size. So basically I want to sell, for example, 1.18 lots, and this at the end of the day will give me 100 Rand stop loss, or $100 stop loss, whatever the case may be. So you'll just have to go and look at it, but there's a calculation that you do, and there's many other things like that does this calculations for you, like premium risk calculator is a good example.
Yeah, show them that. I was just about to say, this is an excellent tool to utilize for risk management, guys. It I think
Yeah,
it costs like $9 a month.
I use this.
But
It's
yeah,
really,
me
yeah,
and Cal use this day in, day out. It makes everything so convenient, because if you have to first go and do the math around
calculatable.
calculating your risk, you'll miss your trade. So
Yeah,
this will give you the risk management that you need, where you can choose, okay, I want to risk 1% or 0.5% on this trade. You can go have a look at that, guys. Take a photo of this, take a screenshot
yeah.
of this,
This
go
calculator
have
will
a look at it.
basically do everything for you, and this is what I'm using. And the reason for that is, when you are trading commodities and indices like Nasdaq or gold, these markets move extremely quickly. Like, let's go to a 1 minute time frame. Okay, let's say I want to short the market here. Let's say I want to short the market right here. By the time I get my calculator and I calculate 18.1 pips divided by 100, it's going to give me decimals and this and that, 0.18. Okay, so that's my lot sizes and stuff. For the time it takes me to do all of that and then go over to my broker and actually put in the digits and all of the stuff, and now I'm actually entered in the market, by the time all of that's done, the market's already here. So now my stop loss is going to be twice as big, and I'm late. I don't want to trade like that. So
Yeah.
you want precision, you want fast execution, and that's the reason why you would use a position size calculator. And yeah, you really don't have to. You
Yeah.
can calculate it yourself. If you are trading like the 1 hour time frame, that really wouldn't affect you. Then yeah, by all means, just calculate your lot size to your respective pair. Like the US dollar pairs, it's like one lot is equal to $1 per pip, or sorry, 0.1 lots is equal to $1 per pip,
Yeah.
and it's like micro lots, mini lots, micro lots, and full lots. So
Yeah.
full lots, like one lot is like $10 per pip. So that's just for US dollar pairs. And when you are trading something like Japanese yen pairs, they have one decimal less than other pairs, and it's quite, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a it's
it gets difficult. It
it's a
gets
whole
very
thing, yeah.
difficult. So the best thing you can do is to get yourself a calculator. There's also, if you can't afford the $9 a month, for example, you can also look at Baby Pips,
Yeah, they are.
babypips.com.
There's
They've got a
also
free risk calculator there where you just enter the current price of your USD in conjunction with your account equity and how much you would like to risk on that trade, and it would then provide you with a lot size. I'm sure Calvin will quickly show us an example there.
yeah, quick
Drake,
example of this: $10,000 or 10,000 Rand account. I want to risk 1%. The pair I'm trading is Euro US dollar, so my stop loss in pips is 18 pips, for example. So now position I'm risking this position size is 55. Okay, that can't be correct. Wait a second. Okay, mini lot standard, yeah, 0.5 standard lots.
yeah, standard lot 0.5.
Mini lots and micro lots. This is why it's difficult to give you a straight answer about that. It's really, you have to do all this and that, but this is also a good example of that. You can use this. Makes it really simple and easy for you. I really don't do this. It just takes too much time. I really don't have time to do that, especially when you're working with £250,000, or you're working with all sorts of
Yeah,
conversions. So it's truly it's a headache to do the calculations yourself. It truly is. So just get yourself a risk calculator, or use that free one on Baby Pips. It helps.
yeah,
It
that's the best thing
solves
to
the
do. I
headaches.
see Drake here, you asked if someone can't afford it, is gaining knowledge from PDF and analysis about trading a good idea. You can, but coming down to that, the only way you'll properly understand and know that your strategy works and that you have an edge in the market is by backtesting. So you can learn everything you need to learn, for example, but if you do not backtest your strategy and know that your system works, that is the big thing. So it's very important to we utilize TradingView. So as you can see, this chart is called TradingView, this application, and this is a tool application that you use for trading analysis. It is the best thing you can possibly do.
Yeah, and it's free
It
to
is also
use.
free. It's free. Obviously, what we do is we've got a paid subscription on TradingView because that then helps you to utilize a lot more tools. You can obviously set the colors and all that to your liking, but
It's
yeah,
absolutely not
this is
necessary. You can use the free version. Yeah.
you can use the free version. Yeah, you don't need to do the paid version. You can use it free, and this is a lot better utilizing this. And also, guys, don't analyze the charts from your phone. You can. Look, it's not a problem, but you will have a much better perspective of the market if you do the analysis of a PC or a laptop, because on a
Yeah.
phone you can't see everything. It's
Yeah,
you
you
can to
really
a certain
need, yeah,
extent, but yeah, if you can,
get
download
yourself a
TradingView on your
laptop.
PC or your laptop. It's
It doesn't have to
really
be
a
a
lot
good or
easier.
expensive or fancy laptop per se. It just needs to be a laptop. An
Yeah,
i3 would work perfectly.
yes,
It's all you need. It's more than enough. It's just basically that you need a big screen, like not a big screen, but you can't do it on your phone. It's really difficult looking at market and seeing the inefficiencies and the volume imbalances and the order blocks and the whatever the case may be. Yeah,
yes, 100%, 100%.
gold go to
Gold go to
2030.
2030,
Possibly I'm looking at 2020, but yeah, 2030, good level.
2030. Yeah,
I'm
good
looking.
level.
I'm literally looking at 2020, but before that, we need to get through this daily daily fair value gap.
Level, yeah.
So, looking at the market maker sell model, 2020, this is the level. This is the BPR that stands out to me as well. So that's a good call. Uh, so that's the reason why I'm looking at 2020. But in all honesty, the market has rebalanced here. It did leave us a rejection block. So I don't think the market will trade below that per se. But in any case, this is our obstacle. For the market to trade anywhere lower to 2030, this is our obstacle. But you are also correct on saying that 2030 is a good level. because we know that in an uptrend, a down close candle should support price higher. So this is our first physical support, and this is an inefficiency that should be rebalanced. So definitely I'm still holding one of my short trades, like this trade on gold, which I've shorted. I still have one position open. As you can see, I still have a small position open. I captured most of the move. I'm done for December. I'm just relaxing with a small position open, and I'm looking. My TP is literally at 2020. I'm not sure if it will go to 2020, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see how it
Oh,
reacts off
yeah,
of the
our
daily fair
first,
value gap
yeah,
first.
our first concern is this 2053. This is our fair value gap, our inefficiency
Yeah.
in the market. So the market will always go to, it will seek buy side. So let me give you a quick explanation of this. The market will always seek, the market will seek buy side liquidity. Sorry for my drawing, it's really ugly. And sell side liquidity. It will create imbalances. Okay, let's do this. It will create imbalances, and the market will rebalance. So we can see that the market seek buy side liquidity, and once we have taken external, it should come back to internal, and this is why the market should come correct and rebalance itself. And then we'll see. I think gold continues long anyways from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, obviously depending on reaction, but I agree with
Yes.
Cal. We can definitely look at continuation, because at the moment price is supporting bullish momentum. We are in bullish order flow at the moment. Like if you look at the higher time frame from the monthly to weekly, etc., you'll see that, I mean, we are respecting bullish price action at the moment. If you look at the monthly time frame currently, there's not really any obstacles to say to go, any really major imbalances to go short at the moment. So gold could just go to that daily inefficiency and react from there and continue long.
Yes, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
that. If we trade through this, then yeah, that's the first sign of a, well, we know that the market should trade buy side to inefficiency, buy side to inefficiency. Well, the first time the inefficiency fails, then we trade from buy stops directly to sell stops. Then we have a new dealing range, and at that stage we already can anticipate the market reversal. And then I'm no longer long on gold if we trade through this imbalance.
yes,
So yeah, that's
100%.
basically, if we react on it and go long, then I'm definitely targeting this as buy side liquidity. And then if we do not get the reaction that we want, but we simply trade through it, yeah, then it simply becomes an inverse level that we would like to short from. It's easy as that. To lower lows 2020.
Yeah.
Any other
Then
questions you guys might have?
Yeah. Any other questions? Let's hear it. If you can, guys, share this live. Share it to your friends who would find this informative. If you have any other questions, let us know.
It's a pleasure, Drake. Musa. Okay, awesome. Yeah, no,
once
yeah,
again,
good work,
definitely.
Nathan. Chat, Nico?
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, we'll definitely do a free live mental strip session. Like I said, probably during the course of next week or so. And obviously, it's going to be very informative, guys. So, once you see us make that post, tag your friends in it, share it with your friends and family who are interested in trading Forex, because as you can see, guys, we are legit. We do not sell the lifestyle. We are not about that. We sell statistics. We believe in statistics, in real results, actual chart analysis, and we sell the reality of trading. So if you would like to learn more about this, stay updated with our posts. We will be making a post with regards to when our free mentorship session will be, what time, what date, We'll obviously try and make it at a convenient time for everyone. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be quite sweet. Gonna
Yeah,
be very
that's gonna
informative.
yeah, that's gonna be really structured in a good
Yeah,
way. Yeah, basically we'll go through the basics of many of the concepts that actually in the mentorship that we go a lot deeper into. But yeah, it's gonna be really informative, and that could be a deciding factor for you. Would this mentorship be for you? Uh, excuse me. Would you be interested? Did you find any value in that free session, and so on? And at the end of the day, yeah, it's basically what it comes down to. It's basically to get your mindset to shift from or any trader's mindset to shift basically from patterns and guesswork to logic and delivery, and that is only being done through the high probability pricing sequence and how the market algorithmically delivers price on time, and that's really, yeah, it's really, the knowledge is transferable to anybody. So anybody that wants to learn the material, the knowledge is transferable. As Nico said earlier, there's a lot of content on YouTube as well. There's loads and loads of content. Sorry for my dogs. Um, there's loads and loads of videos and content on YouTube that anybody can watch as well. But it's gonna be really hard and difficult knowing what's important and what's not, because many of the things that you will find there is really not important, and many of it is super important. So what the mentorship basically does is it helps you to focus on what is important and to leave out what's not important, because there is so many different styles for swing traders, scalp traders, and everyone, that at the end of the day, it that courses on YouTube and the videos that ICT made caters to everybody. And at the end of the day, for a new trader that does not know who he is or what he wants to achieve and what he wants to do and how he would like to achieve this, does he want to be a scalper, intraday trader, a long-term trader, a quarterly trader? What does he even want to trade? Does he want to trade commodities? Does he want to be a NASDAQ trader and trade NFP and blow his account 10 times? It all comes down to how you want to achieve your financial goals, and this is basically what it comes down to. So if you don't know what you want to do and how you want to approach this thing, you're gonna get lost in thousands of hours of videos. It truly is the
yeah,
fact, and it's difficult to get out of it and become profitable.
yeah. It really is, and some people get stuck on education, like you can't stop learning, and that's also a dangerous trap to fall into, especially when you look at, YouTube videos, all the live content that you have there, from different mentors. Coming down to it, just find yourself a good mentor and then stick to it, and stick to a strategy. If there's obviously multiple ways of trading forex or whatever the case may be, but if you are consistent and you stick to a single strategy and you've back tested that strategy and you know it works for you, then you don't have an excuse to become profitable in the market. The only thing that might be holding you back is greed, a psychological aspect of not executing a trade because you don't want to lose money, or you're not too sure about the trade, etc. And the only way to make yourself more confident in that is to, buy a trading course and just utilize it in full. Utilize it in full, do back testing,
Oh, that's the
and
thing.
then demo trade. You can demo trade for 3 months or so to make sure that you are profitable. And then you can take on a prop firm trading,
Challenge.
prop firm trading challenge. You can do that, and that is life changing, guys. Like we can
No.
say out of experience,
Another
that really does help.
Another different or difficult thing from learning from YouTube is you will literally find a guy that you like and you subscribe to, and then you stumble upon a new video like from a new guy, and then you don't know which one of the two to believe. They trade similar, they use the same concepts like order blocks, fair value gaps, but you don't know where does this fit in. You don't really know where does it fit in and how do you fit this in. And let's say for example you find somebody that you like, you find an entry model and you are busy backtesting this, and as time progresses and as you watch more videos your knowledge will progress. So now what used to be a stupid trade will now be a good trade, what used to be a good trade will now be a stupid trade, and what you will find is that you keep on changing your system, that like, let's say you are trading the London session, and next moment you see the New York silver bullet for Nasdaq, and this is such a big thing on YouTube now. I can assure you, you are most definitely going to deviate away from your plan, and you are going to fall in line with the ICT silver bullets. And then the next thing, you are going to jump on the 2022 model and watch 30 videos there, and then you are going to apply the 2022 model. And by doing this, you will really struggle becoming profitable. You truly
Yes.
will. It's going to be
Yeah.
insanely difficult for you to have a system that you can repeat each and every day. You need to wake up, come to the chart, see your setup. If it's there, you take it. If it's not there, you don't take it. The longer you sit in front of your PC, the more like your
The more
brain,
dangerous it gets.
yeah, like a person's brain will literally form
A
patterns
pattern.
and stuff like that. It literally is how we are wired.
Programmed. Yeah, that's 100% correct. Like on that note as well,
Stokes is
if you don't see your setup, the best thing to do is just to move away from the charts. This is what makes trading amazing, guys. If you don't see your setup, you play a game or you continue with your daily routines or whatever the case may be, you close the charts and you move on. And you will come back the next day very happy that you did not execute the trade because you would have noticed that if you executed a trade, you would have been gambling, and literally you'll be so happy with yourself. So the thing about this is you can, for argument's sake, on a good trading day, on a good setup, like for argument's sake, on Thursday, on this past Thursday, if you shorted Euro USD and GBP USD, just one trading day, you could have made 8 to 10% in those two trades. You could have made 4 to 5% on Euro USD. You could have made 4 to 5% on GBP USD, and that is by risking purely 1% per trade, and that's the reality of it. Then you're done for the day. I mean, think about this, guys. If you've got funding for $100,000 funding, and you've made 10% in a day, you've made $10,000, where you then get paid 80 to 90%, which is then between $8,000 and $9,000. Well, let's be honest, will you then continue trading? If you've made that much money, you've made almost someone's
2 months
annual
salary.
salary
Yeah, 3 months salary.
yeah, in literally a day. You don't need to trade every day. You don't have to. If you wait for your setup, you trade your setup, and you go play golf or go spend time with family or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, like
And
Nico.
this,
Play
yeah,
golf.
this, yeah, you go play golf. If you don't see your setup, you close your laptop and you go do something that you would like to do for that day. And honestly, like me and Calvin, we work 9 to 5 jobs. We've done that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the reality of it, if you want to escape that, you need to learn and you have to be consistent. This stuff, in anything in life, it doesn't come easy. You really have to be consistent. And in order to experience the top, you have to experience the bottom at first. And
Exactly.
that's the hard truth. You have to really just stick to it. So on that note, guys, any more questions? Anything else you would like to say,
Yeah, I think we
Calvin?
can almost round this up. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no more questions. Any more questions? No more
So
questions.
yeah.
We'll end this live, and we will then continue again next week.
Yeah, that's
Few
true. Drake says
questions.
he stopped using YouTube because of that. That's the truth. It honestly is difficult because you find a mentor, you find somebody that you like, you find really good content, and then the next thing blows up. And obviously, it's human nature to be to strive for greatness. Like you will literally try to improve by maybe if I watch this new video, or maybe if I do the 2022 model, or maybe if I do the ICT silver bullet, maybe that's the strategy that helps me become profitable. It's just human nature, but the reality of the fact is that you are stuck in that rhythm of moving on from system to system to system, and thinking that you will become profitable like that. That's absolutely you need to find something that you can repeat each and every day. Like ICT, I like this that ICT says, like he says, your whole business plan has to you have to be able to write your whole trade plan on the back of a business card. Like 4 rules. If those 4 rules are met, you enter your trade. That's how simple it should be. And if you come to the chart and that um, four charting patterns or charting entry criteria
Rules.
are
Yeah.
not met, then you absolutely don't take the trade and you just go and relax. Or you backtest. You spend
Yeah.
time in other ways to help yourself improve and gain confidence in your system. And you will see what does your winners look like. Like 90% of our winners look exactly the same because the market gives us immediate feedback after our entries. Sometimes we lose, we do lose as well, but more often than not we are winners in the marketplace, and we know the characteristics of a winning trade and what the characteristics of a losing trade is. Like, I know if I enter there, I want to see displacement. I want to see the market reach for the opposing liquidity pool. If the market does not do that and it lingers for too long, I know that I'm probably, because the market will only expand once it is efficiently delivered. Then you will get displacement. If there's no displacement, then you know that the market has not um, accumulated enough, or how can I say this, rebalanced, or like
No,
there's an issue. Like, you need to
there's a
see
problem. Yeah.
when you are placing a trade, you are thinking that price is moving to that liquidity pool, and if the market is not
Yes.
doing that, it's not the market's fault, it's your fault.
It's
It's
your
it's
fault. Yeah. You're
your
not
system.
sticking to your plan, or your
Yes.
system's not working, and you haven't backtested enough. There's really cool backtesting softwares that you can utilize. You could just go search it on YouTube, backtesting softwares.
You know.
You could just pay like it's quite pricey, but I mean you can just subscribe for a month and then utilize that month for backtesting. And these backtesting softwares allow you to actually test your strategy and improve yourself. So yeah, you can definitely look at that. Or
No.
just guys, just join our mentorship or buy our course. Honestly, it really does make a difference. All the people that have joined us have either got funding or they trade with their own capital and they interact with us on a live basis. They also see the same things we do in the markets, and it all takes time. Like for us, example, where we've been doing this for a whole bunch of years, it can take you 1 year to reach profitability, 6 months to 1 year, depending on how consistent you are. If you sit in front of the charts and you backtest and you learn and you are committed to learning, you'll be profitable in 6 months. That you really can if you are
Yeah, you
consistent, you
surely
stick to
can.
your trading rules, and you've got the right education. It's not going to take you 5 or 7 years to learn this. It's going to take you
A,
6 months
a,
to a year to reach profitability.
a good example with this is, like, I've been trading for so many years and I've been through so much of the ICT content way back when, before I turned profitable. Like, I only needed one entry model, and that entry model has made me profitable within 2 months, and I've went on to become VIP trader and stuff like that. So
No,
literally, you don't have to. If you already know stuff like the 2022 model, if you already know these things, market maker buy model, market maker sell model, if you already know, you're not a complete beginner. Then all you need is a decent system, an entry model with an edge, and you need to repeat that. And you don't deviate from the plan. If you can do that, then absolutely you'll be profitable in 3 months.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And just on that note, so Calvin was a VIP trading on my Forex funds. So becoming a VIP trader with a prop firm is like a next level thing, considering that if you look at statistics, 99% of people who utilize or try a prop firm challenge fail. They fail it. So if
Absolutely.
you are a VIP member or if you reach profitability and you can withdraw funds from a prop firm trading account consistently for 3 months, 6 months to up to a year, you are extremely good in what you are doing. And that's the reality of it. If you go look at statistics, I know there's a video on YouTube as well, um, where they tell you about the reality of prop firms, how they work. Um, so yeah, go have a look at that. But
Yeah.
yeah, if
Anyways.
you follow us, then if you follow us and you want to learn how to trade, just keep update with what we do. Join our live next week. Obviously, like I said, I'll announce what day that will be, what time, and it will be a live free mentoring session with me and Calvin.
Awesome.
Cool. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We hope to see you all back again soon. As
Absolutely.
I said, stay updated, give us a follow, a like, whatever the case may be. We'll also be posting this live on YouTube. so you can recap everything that we talked about on our YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks so much.
Awesome, gents. Thank you.